Happy birthday to Pete from David and from us.
Welcome to Living Room Requests. That's Patricia Hammond.
That's Matt Redman and a ukulele. You know the dream I told you about the other day. No, not the one that got me so upset. I mean the one I told you about that made me gay. The one about the one that I dreamt I met. Well, what do you know? He smiled at me in my dreams last night. My dreams are getting better all the time. And what do you know? He looked at me in a different light. My dreams are getting better all the time. To think that we were strangers a couple of nights ago. Oh no, it's a dream. I never dreamed he'd ever say hello. Oh, maybe tonight I'll hold him tight when the moonbeams shine. My dreams are getting better all the time. And what do you know? He looked at me in a different light. My dreams are getting better all the time. And what do you know? He looked at me in a different light. My dreams are getting better all the time. To think that we were strangers a couple of nights ago. And though it's a dream, I never dreamed he'd ever say hello. Maybe tonight I'll hold him tight. The moonbeams shine. My dreams are getting better all the time. To think that we were strangers a couple of nights ago. And though it's a dream, I never dreamed he'd ever say hello. Oh, maybe tonight I'll hold him tight when the moonbeams shine. My dreams are getting better all the time. That's a song. Apparently Gracie Fields sang it, and Pete is the world's expert on Gracie Fields. We visited him at the Isle of Wight. He's amazing, and he's also provided us with many of the pieces of sheet music. But this was a surprise for him.
Yes,
from
whenever you hear
David
Pete,
in
that's
Connecticut,
There
who
you
is an
go.
expert also on the era,
Connected.
particular, and we are absolutely the most honored it is possible to be that people
They've included us.
of their knowledge should actually like what we do, because this is the thing. There's a lot of people out there who love this era and who will never touch a modern performer. I know what that's like.
Yes,
I was kind of a bit like that as a child. I would never have ever listened to a modern person singing any of the old songs. It's an understandable stance. So the fact that they like us is just the greatest compliment.
So on the original sheet music here, it does say slow and rhythmically. So if you know that song and you're expecting it faster with equal rhythm, then that's why I did that. Now you must have had this a while, Patricia, because it says printed in Canada.
Well, you know, well observed. 1944.
Canada and Newfoundland, because that wasn't part of Canada.
It was
yet.
interesting that David asked for this, because I actually already knew it. In fact, this is my copy. It doesn't have Gracie Fields on the front. It's got Marion Houghton, who I think was a sister of Barbara Houghton, looks so much like her.
Very possible.
And just Barbara Houghton? Betty Houghton. God, not Barbara Houghton. That's a totally poor little rich girl, totally different person. Different Houghton. Houghtons. Marion Houghton, the sister of Betty, I suppose. Unless I'm wrong. Anyway, whatever. It's not got Gracie on the front. It's got the North American version. And it's got this wonderful on the back. I'll put it on Instagram because it's great. It's got all these pointing fingers and Song Hit Guild does it again. Pointing finger from the circus. Anyway, I had it already because I liked it. It was one of my I like this piece of sheet music. I'm going to take it over with me. But I sort of heard it through 1910's ears, and so it was faster to me. Yeah, that spoke to me like that.
It's funny that I said that it has that flavour, and you said that's why I liked it.
That's why I liked it, but it. And then just before I came, I thought, I wonder if anybody's recorded this. Well, of course they have. But I wondered who. And like the likes of Perry Como, and it's very loungy. And I thought, oh God, that's so 50s. However, it literally says, what does it say about me? That I had this so that it could look like this. And took it round with me and did gigs and actually say 1/2 down, which was, I guess, what I figured. But we did it at pitch because it sounded more Gracie, who sang up. But anyway, it says slow and rhythmically up there, and I never even noticed that. He noticed it first thing, but I never did.
I'm just thinking about all the improvements that can happen to this baritone ukulele, which is from the 50s. It's from about the same year as when this song is. Early 50s, yeah. Probably about 1952. But, anyone who plays the plucked string instruments out there, I'm sure you can all agree with me, but the very slim, shallow, narrow, vintage frets are the best kind, aren't they? Oh. This one needs refretting, I think. Around the bottom. But can you see how thin they are?
Yeah, why does that make it superior? Delicate workmanship?
Well, it's just a lot easier to play. And no need to push it down.
You can.
I think once electric guitars came and much
blunt
heavier
instruments.
Strings, and people wanted to bend notes as well in the 60s.
See if Marion Hutton was had to be related to Betty.
No, the fingerboard's detached. Anyway, the point is, we try, and that was our cover. If you would like to hear a song, you need to go to patriciahammond.com/request or click the QR code that's on the screen now. It costs £40. You pay on PayPal, and you can join along with the other hundreds and hundreds of requests.
Put your phone up to this and then go to it. I don't know if anybody. She was the sister of actress and singer Betty Hutton, born Marion Thornburg, 1919 to 1987. American singer and actress.
Glenn Miller.
She did indeed. Did you know that already?
No, I just read it.
Hey, got it off that screen. Very good. Music by Vic Mizzy, whom also I've never heard of. Vic Mizzy. He's we're practically live streamers now. We're looking stuff up, in real time. American composer. Well, of course. Oh gosh, he only died in 2009 in L.A. Vic Mizzy. Victor Mizzy.
90 years old.
American composer for television and movies, a musician with the best known works for themes. Oh, he did the theme for the Addams Family. Well, that's interesting.
So that was worth going on.
And Green Acres. It was.
Wikipedia for.
It was. Born in Brooklyn, died in L.A. There you go. He had his first wife was Mary Small, who was known as the little girl with the big voice, with the name of Mary Small. That's funny.
That's funny.
He also wrote, Doris Day did this. Okay, that figures, and she definitely wouldn't have done it in that key. Andrew's sisters,
yeah, probably G. We'll listen to it after this. Thank you very much for coming. Any more information?
Lots of songs with silly names.
Share this video with anyone who would be interested, or you can press the like button down there, the thumbs up, and you can subscribe if you haven't already. Go to Patricia Hammond Songs on Instagram for updates.
Shucks.
Bye.
Bye, and thank you. Happy birthday to Pete. And thank you.